What's up, y'all? Welcome back to the Muses Unsuppressed podcast. This is episode 4, like Beyonce.
Welcome back, man. Y'all have been showing us so much love.
Yes,
and
child.
I can't thank you enough. Cheers to all the new subscribers to our YouTube, y'all.
Yeah.
This is the fastest growth we've seen, so clearly we're on the right track. Feel me? I believe the universal sign. So if you're not subscribed to the Muses on YouTube, please do so. Join the Muse Mafia family.
Yes.
Shout out to everyone who's already been here.
I know. Y'all love that last video, child. The comments, all the shares and stuff. Y'all is nosy. Speaking of the last video, a lot of y'all liked our mugs. I think we featured our Fuck You Pay Me mug in the last one. And today I am drinking out of the Art Sets Magic and Repeat mug, ASMR.
Yes, ASMR. And
Yeah.
I got rich bitch witch shit. Y'all know what I mean.
And if you want to purchase a mug or any merch, make sure you visit our website, madamuse.la. For our audio listeners, thank y'all so much. Everybody streaming our podcast on Spotify, Apple, and all the other platforms. Make sure you download, share, engage. We appreciate all the love, all the support.
Yeah, because y'all don't understand. Don't just look at us like, oh, they don't want to. No, we want to hear from you guys, please, because it motivates me. It inspires me to keep going when we, build more community and we come together more and share our stories and give our,
Yeah, we just try to have a space for us that didn't always exist. And, if no one else is going to do it, why not be us? That's all I'm going to say.
Unsuppressed. Shout out.
Yes. And, I just want to start out this podcast by saying a lot of y'all were commenting in the last video. You guys called me hold on, let me look at my notes. You guys called me a queer queen cuckold. If those of you want to know what that is, Google it yourself. But I just want to say, maybe I am, And somebody else commented and was like, they couldn't believe that, I actually was getting off watching you and your exes. Let me just clear the air on that as well. This isn't something that's actually continuing now. I'm not watching current videos right now of her and her exes. Like, oh my God, oh yeah, that's the ex I like. Oh my God, oh no, that's the part. I am not doing that. This was... Like you said, you have to watch the whole podcast. And in the beginning of that particular part, we said when we first got together. So that was like a few weeks in.
A few weeks in and 12 years ago, guys. Come on.
Yeah.
No one still has videos. I don't even remember my ex's names. Let it go.
I do. I remember their names.
I don't remember their full names.
Oh, I don't know last names.
That's what I meant to say.
Oh.
And y'all, something else too. Ooh, something else. We are neurodivergent women. I, myself, I'm going to just speak for me. Mm-hmm. I have dyslexia. I have ADHD. I have all the things. I have OCD. I have all the things. ASD, all the things. Okay? All that beautiful art that you see and the design work, it comes with another side.
layer, yeah.
Okay? So I may mix up my words. I may say things and leave out a word. So bear with me. God damn.
Bear with me.
Damn. Y'all motherfucking grammar police killing me in these comments. Good Lord.
I know. Let's not be so anal, but...
Please, you just in on a conversation. I may not say things the right way. I may not, speak the right word. My brain might have gone into my thesaurus and picked a word that had no business being there.
Right, but you get the point.
You got my goddamn point, though.
But anyways, thank y'all so much for the love and support. Shout out.
How is your week, baby girl?
My week has been fun, and I say that because the last episode was just so much fun. So I've really enjoyed reading all the comments, seeing all the engagement, seeing everybody love the content. So my week has been great. Not really busy. I know what's ahead, but it's been good. I've been feeling good. You know what I'm saying? What about you, my queen?
This week is wonderful. I'm back.
Back in action?
Yeah, baby. I feel energetic. I feel happy, and it's a lot going on in the world, but this week's actually been pretty good. I've rested, and, I'm ready to
get to it.
For sure. So let's just jump right into the hot topics. Did you see DJ Academics and Saucy Santana?
With them crocodile tears?
No, them weren't crocodile tears. Them was real
Those
tears.
was...
He was So for y'all that don't know, basically, DJ Academics has a beef with Saucy Santana. Y'all know he cool with the City Girls. And shout out to Florida. And basically, they was beefing back and forth. And from my understanding, I didn't dig too deep into it, but from my understanding, they had an exchange of words, and Saucy was like, on his Florida shit, meet me outside, come around here, and then after we done, I'm gonna clap them cheeks.
Right.
So DJ Academics came back, and he was crying like a little bitch. Look a little bitch.
If you don't believe us, y'all, it's on the internet. And wasn't it because like he was so afraid to get canceled? And it's like,
I've never seen nobody that wanted to call somebody the F word so bad.
To the point where you're crying because it is boiling up inside you that you're afraid you're going to get canceled so that you don't say it. But my gosh, I'm going to cry tears of sadness because I'm suppressing what I really want to say. How dare you?
I have a few things about that. For one, you don't have okay, shout out to Queen Latifah, first of all.
Yes.
Because she came in.
That's your sugar mama. Remember you said that? That's your sugar mama. What is that?
Queen.
Put your fucking lip back in your mouth. What was that?
I was shooting my shot at Queen Latifah. Mind your business. Queen Latifah, thank you for stepping in. She never really says anything. She commented on her IG story. She basically, long story short, said that, it's funny how you had so much trouble finding the words to come against Saucy Santana, but you have no trouble digging black women in the dirt for years.
Yeah.
You laughed at Carisha from the City Girls, by the way, pregnant, and her car got shot up. You laughed at that. But you couldn't find anything to say about Saucy Santana because you scared you're going to get canceled by the gay community. But the black women have... no censorship. Like, what the fuck?
There's just no respect when it comes to, the black woman when we really are the movers and the shakers of this world. And that's just some deep healing that I feel like he needs to do because clearly he hates women.
Well, we've seen video proof of DJ Academics actually hating women. I don't have to make that up or speculate. It's actual video of his antics. And Queen came in and said, hey, straighten it up. Erykah Badu said he looked like a rat years ago. And Saucy said, bring me that ass. Now, the Discord, now everyone's saying online, oh, well, if that was a woman and he threatened to do that, then what's the problem with that? Ain't that fucked up? Ain't that rape? Ain't that rapey? Ain't that cringy? Ain't that, And my thing is, now y'all get consent? Now you understand it? Now you understand what consent means? It's easy for you to grasp when women say we want consent. Now you get it. When you give it to women, then we'll give it to you. End of fucking story. Respect black women, DJ Academics with your bitch ass. Saucy can get you because he a man. He got his nails done. He got his face beat. You know what I'm saying?
Saucy is ready. Saucy want all the smoke.
He gonna tap. He from Florida.
That's what I'm talking about.
And I know niggas don't be ripping where you from. What that mean? Y'all know Florida crazy.
That part.
Y'all know Florida crazy as hell. Something in the water. I don't give a damn. Born and raised. Try me if you want to.
Solange said it. Not even in that Florida water.
Listen, don't play with it. Saucy, I hope you meet up with him. And I hope this is the end of DJ Academics. I hope it's the end of every single man on the face of the earth with a microphone that has something to say, A, against black women, B, against queer people, C, against all women, D, against...
I just wanted to say like D because I like the momentum that you was doing like A, B.
You kind of threw me off a little bit.
My bad. Moving on in other queer news, there was this post that surfaced on the Shade Room about Saya. And from my understanding, it seems like, maybe her girlfriend got into it and, either they're saying the girlfriend hacked her social media and posted the photos and the videos and stuff of her allegedly. And then some people are also saying that it just seems so left field. A lot of people don't even understand what's going on. So it seems like they're in some kind of drama because you know, Saya is still wanting to, you know, be in the streets, be heard, yet she got a girlfriend and the girlfriend may be feeling some type of way.
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to think. I don't know what to believe. We know Saya. Saya cool people. Shout out to Saya.
Yeah.
We don't know her like cool, but you know, from passing, you know what I'm saying? She's always showed us love.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm always support masculine women, especially masculine women of color. However, I'm just not really sure what to say or what to think. I know Saya deals with a lot of mental health issues. That's very evident. She's been very open about that, and so I can relate to her as far as that. And it was a lot of things on Twitter. She was like jumping a balcony or threatening to jump over a balcony. And then I seen a video of her getting a photo of her getting arrested. And there was these like captions saying that it was speaking in first person and or third person rather, and how she was a toxic stud who does domestic violence and all these things. And it was just, we don't know, did the girlfriend write this, or did some people are saying Saya? I read the comments. Some people are saying Saya wrote it to get back in the blogs, and then some people are saying, and then the girlfriend today I saw on the comments was just like, or the ex, or I don't know if they're together, but allegedly she's basically saying, why are y'all so concerned about her her phone being hacked when it's proof and it's like police records that there has been domestic violence. I haven't seen anything. I don't know anything. All I know is it looked toxic. It seems toxic from back here. It seems toxic as fuck.
You just gotta be, I just think from my understanding of what I think is going on, even if it's a situation where, you know, Saya is in the streets and, you know what I mean, cheating or whatever the case may be based off of the text that the post said, you know, the girlfriend could have just got in a situation where she was tired of being disrespected. Like if it was me and you coming home 4 o'clock in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning, 4 p.m. or whatever it is, we got some issues, because not that you think that you could do what you want to do in the streets and then come home to me. Absolutely not. And also, if you want to live that life where you're just free to do whatever you want, be single, people. I don't understand. Be single. It does not make any sense for you to bring someone along in the relationship if you're going to continue to hurt them over and over. Yes, you could say you love them. If you love them, sometimes you got to let people go. And if it is a situation where it is mental health, it's important that you get therapy. You have to heal that stuff, because if not, you're going to continue, like I said previously, to take that same action, your same ways, your same habits into the next relationship, So if you're not willing to change as a person, you're never going to change, and all your relationships are going to be the same. And I also think that you have to be careful with attaching your well-being in the hands of someone else, to give someone else that power, to say that it's either you or no one at all, or, you know, I don't want to be here, which I understand some people run that deep, you know, but at the same time, you have to be careful, because that other person might feel stuck. Like, what if it really is or what if you really are in a bad situation or a bad relationship, and someone is, you know, pigeonholing you to their well-being if y'all stay together? And it's like, how do you even navigate that? Like, that needs heavy therapy, heavy healing. And I don't know what that is, but that toxic stuff just have to go. And like I said, if you're just gonna be out in the streets being you and doing you, be single.
Well, we don't know the ins and outs of that relationship. We don't know if they have a situationship. We don't know if they're really together. We don't know if she was actually hacked. I'm just gonna sit back and I'm gonna watch and I'm gonna wait, because one thing I won't do is shit on another black woman until we have all the facts.
Yeah.
And you know, I wish everyone in the situation healing and happiness and well-being. And if you are suffering through a spiral or a mental health unfortunate uptake, or should I say, if you're suffering through a mental health downturn, I'm sending you healing.
Yeah, lots of healing, lots of love, y'all. So protect yourself and be careful, but that's all.
One more thing before we move on past hot topics. Guys, I don't know if you're watching Black Cake on Hulu, but if you happen to catch Black Cake on Hulu, which is produced by Harpo Studio, Oprah's production company. Shout out to MJ, Marissa Joe, who is the executive producer of Black Cake. It's a new series on Hulu starring Adrienne Warren, and your girl, Adrienne Muse, was commissioned to actually paint and create all the artwork that you see by her daughter. So thank you so much to...
Yes, if y'all want to peep that, in the first episode, right in the beginning, right after the water scene, the daughter's laying on the floor and she's surrounded by all this art. All that art, my wife created it. Yes, she did. The one that's on the canvas, the one that's in the back, the one that's on her phone. That image, my wife created that, yes. Congratulations, lovely.
Thank
it's been a long time coming. We've been waiting so long for this project, but it's finally here, so congrats.
Yeah, I can finally talk about it. I've been working on it since 2022, and back when I was in like burnout, I thank the universe and my ancestors because they sent that to me when I could not do nothing else. Like I couldn't do nothing. I was done. I was burnt out from years and years and years and years and years.
Yeah.
Of endless nights of blood, sweat, and tears. And so the universe came in and said, hey, we have a job for you that's with a beautiful story. I won't give it away, but Black Cake is also a book. So if you've read the book, shout out to the author. I think her name is Charmaine. Shout out to Charmaine Wilkerson, the author of Black Cake. What a beautiful, beautiful story. It's full of queerness. It's full of blackness. It's full of art. It's full of history and culture. You just got to see it. It's on Hulu. Enough said. Y'all. If you don't watch it, just watch for the art. Your girl did it, period.
Yes. Beautiful show. Congratulations, lovely.
Thank you. I'm just so grateful that Black Cake came to me when it did, because I was in such a headspace of like refusing to do anything that didn't make me feel good or didn't feel like it was aligned with my journey at the time. And when they were like, yeah, she was married to a guy and then she got divorced and she became, her true self and an artist and a lesbian. And I was like,
You're right. Say what now?
That's me. And I was so inspired that it literally took up my entire year, but in such a inspirational place. And I just want to thank you for being there for me too. When y'all don't even understand. I went through autistic burnout after my diagnosis last year, the beginning of last year. And that isn't a whole nother episode in itself, because 2022 for me, it was magical. And I mean, you couldn't have written it if it was in a movie. It was like devastating and beautiful at the same time is the best way that I can describe it. And if it wasn't for you being there for me,
well, Queen, I'll always be there for you through thick and thin.
Oh my God, no, baby. But I want to take the time to thank you, because
you're welcome.
You are such a special person. And after being married to you for all this time, for a decade, and having you in my life, trusting you, no one prepares you for changes in your life or in your relationship down the line. You assume you'll always be this way, or you'll always think this way, or always look this way. Things change. Situations change. Stay long together.
Yeah, that's so true.
Stay together long enough and you will see how much you've changed. Your partner's changed. Your situations have changed. Your goals have changed. Your desires have changed. You as a person has changed. And if you haven't,
seem a little stuck to me.
Yeah. So I just want to thank you so much for being there for me and reassuring me and helping me research all the shit and just being there and encouraging me when I was just being so hard on myself because I couldn't work at the same level that I used to mask and push myself through. And I was being internally ableist toward myself. And I had to just kind of recoup how I even thought of myself as an artist, as a creative, as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, as a artist. And, you know, you would come to me when I was like down on myself and, oh my God, I could only do 2 hours of work today. What the fuck is wrong with me? When am I going to get back to being me? And you were like, Adrienne, you might have a new normal.
Yeah, and a new normal is totally fine. Like you said, like
I had to learn that.
Yeah, we're constantly growing together. We're constantly, you know, supporting each other, and things aren't always going to be the same. So it's important for me to be there for you. You know, it's important for you to know that no matter how you operate, it is what it is. No matter what you're able to do and not to do, whatever you could get done in that day, get it done.
Well,
and everything else
that.
will get done tomorrow.
I
Ain't nobody got
appreciate
time
that,
to
baby.
be stressing over all the other stuff.
I appreciate that. It was just difficult for someone. I mean, I'm in my 40s, and for someone who, you know, was an honor student from, you know, academic scholarships to whatever accolades I felt like I could throw in my bag that would give me quote unquote value. It took for that diagnosis, and it took for me to be completely just on my lowest low. Like everything in my life was happening wonderfully for me. Everything that I had worked for 10 years was finally coming into fruition into my life. Yet I was spiraling and I couldn't put it together. And it wasn't until, you know, some friends came together and they helped me. I got a brand new therapist, and my baby came along. And if it wasn't for you, I'm telling you, I know I wouldn't be here. And I just want to say thank you for that. Thank you for encouraging me, and shout out to non-toxic lesbian relationships. Can we just give it up for that?
Yes.
Can we give it up for that? Shout out to relationships in general that do what is necessary to make it work. You put in the work, you put in the research, you put in the healing time, you put in the shadow work, you put in the necessary things that it takes to make this thing work, because I don't give a damn what unravels with you. I don't give a damn what unravels with me. I'm in this forever, for the long haul. And I know you are too.
Me too, definitely.
So thank you, my beautiful, beautiful, beautiful best friend and queen.
Of course, lovely. I will always, 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 always be there for you, support you in any way that I can. I will always throw this pussy at you.
Oh.
I will always make sure that it's warm, ready to go. And, you know, I'll always make sure that, you know, it's just when it's time to, you know what I'm saying, manifest a few things, I'll also make sure that it's ready for that as well, you know? So... And I know people are like, what does she need manifest? So I know in the last episode we were talking about, like, you know, different sex positions and things like that. And one of them was tribbing, and, you know what I mean?
Scissoring, for those who don't know what tribbing is.
Yes, you know, this whole thing. And so, you know, that's like one of my go-tos. And that is also one of my favorite things that I love to do with you when it comes to sex magic. You know?
Sex magic.
Yeah, sex magic is, you know, it's pretty much when you and your partner want to, like, if you like we're talking about having a healthy relationship, and, you know, no toxic things happening, and you really see longevity in your relationship. And, you know, if y'all both on the same page and you both want the same goals, and, you know what I'm saying, you see the same future for yourselves, manifesting through sex magic is one of the most powerful ways that you can do that.
Listen, sex magic changed my life.
Who you telling?
Sex magic changed my life. I don't care if no one believes in it. Sex magic has done more for me in these little bit of years that I've learned about it and have been utilizing it for my good than Jesus ever did growing up in church.
Isn't that a word?
I'm just saying, if we was keeping score, sex magic outdid praying by a long shot.
Well, that's because it's actually, you know, I think sex magic is an art form. And when performed right, it can work wonders. You know what I mean?
Listen, when you, I don't give a fuck. I don't even know how long it's been now. All I know is,
Honey, because we've been doing sex magic since we've been homeless. I'm just going to say that.
damn, it's been that
Absolutely.
long.
In other people's
10 years,
beds. I'm just saying.
10 years
But
ago.
look at what our manifestations got us. I mean,
It got us our first apartment. When we was like, cast it out there. We used to be homeless. 10 years ago, we were homeless. We lived in a homeless shelter with our kids. If y'all want the story on that, comment somewhere on YouTube or TikTok or whatever. And I mean, we were just...
Yeah, we was in it thick.
The
we'd
mud,
be
the mud.
For real. Like, I'd be like, bruh, how are we going to get out of this? And you know what I'm saying? That's when we were just trying to, you know, heal ourselves and just really try to figure out on our journey how we were going to lead ourselves into the life that we wanted. And despite our current situation, like, we would be laying in the bed and be like, bruh, it's time to do some manifestations. Like, I mean, put on pants now, open the blades, and let's get to it.
Oh, I can't even deny it, baby girl. It worked. I mean, not only did we get a brand new apartment when the wait list for apartments back then was like 5 years, 6 years.
Yeah.
None of us had a job because we just couldn't do. Again, let us know if you want the story. But like, it was so tragic, so crisis induced. Mm-hmm. But you and I came together on some magical shit and said, hey, let's just take this time to redirect our thoughts, our mind, our focus on what we desire, what we want to bring into our realities, and let's actually physically attract it. Let's pull it in. So basically, sex magic, for y'all that don't know, is when you use your pleasure centers or your climax to manifest and attract your truest desires that you align with. And you don't need a partner. You don't need to be queer.
You definitely don't.
Trust me, honey. If you want to start using some actual spell work in your life and turn some shit around, you can't. Because you know what it does? Let me tell you why. People be like, sex magic, what's that? Even your Bible says, as a man thinketh, so is he. Mm-hmm. Even your Bible says, a man is as he. What is it? As a man thinketh, so is he. Or if you don't believe in the Bible, you are what you think, or you are what you believe.
Absolutely. Your thoughts are power. It's no different than when people say,
absolutely,
you have to, when you have to align yourself with the same frequency of the life that you want to live or the things that you want in your life, you have to align yourself with that, like, connection wise. And it's no different than when you're doing sex magic. That's just going to bring the manifestation even more. Like, it's a visual thing. At the same time, you're getting stimulated and you know, feeling all the feels.
I mean, think about it. The quickest way to clear your mind is to get horny. It is what it is. You're not thinking about nothing else but whatever's on your mind. Whether you need to watch porno or think of some person that you...
Amateur porn. They know what they told us to hop on for the last video.
Honey. Y'all told us, y'all don't know about no lesbian porn. Y'all need to get on amateur. I always skip amateur.
You know, I did too. And that's only because I thought amateur was like for beginners. And I was just like, I don't even want that in my head just in case it's like underage people. So
yeah, I took it literal too.
Yeah.
I never clicked on amateur on porn.
I did not know it was like homemade videos and stuff like, but yeah, like she pretty much said, that's pretty much the general idea of what sex magic is. Like, you don't have to be in a relationship. You can masturbate it by yourself. You know, you can, you know what I'm saying? Get your toy, get your fingers, you know what I'm saying? Open it up, do whatever you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Rub the knob.
Don't give too much. Basically, sex magic, if you don't feel like researching it, is when you use your climax or your pleasure centers to basically either speak words of affirmation. It could be as small as, I want to feel better about myself. So when we're rubbing one out.
I know.
You when it's time for climax, you basically align yourself with from your roots, which is your area down there that you're playing with, all the way up to your thoughts, which is your crown chakra, all the way up here. You want to kind of feel that feeling, hold on to that desire as long as you can, and mentally, and you just speak it. You speak it as you bust your nut. You speak it.
You do. You know, it's like she said, when you feel it, and you say, like she said, if you want to feel better, as you're at that point, you know, say it out loud. I want to feel better. I feel better. And you feel better. Just like that. Sex with me so amazing. You know, so just like that. And if you're doing it with your partner, we don't say our thoughts out loud.
Sometimes we do.
Sometimes we do. Yeah,
because that's what I was
true.
gonna say. It's two different ways you can do it. It's two different ways you can do it. So basically, it's either two main ways that I know that I've used it. Either it's by speaking words of affirmation, whether it's with your partner, when two or more are gathered together.
I was thinking that in my head. Like they said, reach out and touch somebody's hand. You better reach out, touch.
But I'm just saying, you don't have to. You're fucking ridiculous, bro. You don't have to be with someone to do it. You could actually be by yourself. There's actually so many things I've manifested. You know what I'm saying? That you don't have to be with a partner. You can be by yourself. And when you start to feel them feelings of like, oh, this feel good. That's actual physiological, biological hormones and endorphins and brain neurons that you actually have to be in to manifest anything. You can't be in a space of fear. You can't be in a space of anger. You can't be in a space of chaos. You have to be in a space of assured, just conscious desire. And once you physically put that in your mind's eye, in your brain, let's just say I want to feel better about myself, or I want this new car, or I want this new job, or I need more money, or I need to find the love of my life, or I want to love myself more so that I can attract the love of my life. All you got to do is envision what you truly desire. And when it's time to climax, you either speak it or you think it, you dream it, you visualize it in your mind's eye as much as you can. Hold on to it for as long as you can. When you are at the peak of your physiological, biological body self, the highest form is orgasm.
Yeah.
Physically, in my opinion, or close to it.
Yep.
You match that with a mental manifestation or a desire, it's coming to you. It's only a matter of time. And then after that, you just got to keep your mouth shut and don't speak about it again. Forget you even did it.
Yep, literally, it's coming to you. Seriously. I'm coming to you. Seriously.
I know a lot of people are so confused about, I guess, why we no longer do witch talk. Is that a bad time to bring that up?
No. It's not a bad time to bring it up at all. I think we do get a lot of comments. What happened to, all the old stuff we used to do surrounding that. And, times have changed. I feel like, we kind of gave out the general information. The videos are still up there if you want to see it.
Absolutely.
And, it's just no point in really putting that kind of content out because, of course, once you start doing that, then you had all the pretenders and then all the people impersonating you, taking people's money. Like, we've never done readings. We never did none of that on none of our platforms. And there were actually people taking our page, The Muses, on TikTok, and people were paying them thinking that they were actually paying us. And
it was
exhausting.
Did
not do that. So there was... It started to get a little out of control, and we was like, you know what? We just need to...
No, it's pretty bad. For example... and without even giving anybody no reasons on why we don't do witch content or spell work content anymore. If you've been following The Muses on TikTok, maybe that's where you know us. I had the top hat, baby had the witch hat. That don't mean we ain't really powerful behind closed doors. It just means we let the door shut. So, when the time was right, we shared seeds of spirituality with our followers. We grew a huge base of over 1 million friends and family on TikTok.
Yep, our community grew. We reached a lot of people that shared the same values that we did and the content that we was putting out at that time.
But times change. Y'all got to understand, sometimes you got to keep your mouth shut. And I'm speaking to a lot of people because I've always dealt in the spirit. I've always dealt in more than one realm ever since I was a little girl.
You've always seen the ghost.
Always. And so when my intuition says it's time to shut up, it's time to go into secret, it's time to go back in secrecy and, do your thing through art. I spread my my messages through my artwork, and shout out to the people who are aligned and they get it and they grasp it. We put in our designs and our merch, and like she said, it's still up there. We ain't take nothing down. The seeds have been planted, but until my answer,
until you do right by me. I know you felt that coming when you said until.
That's what I said. But no, until my ancestors and until our spirit team say it's time to talk again, we'll talk again. But until then, you know, every
better
man,
go watch them old videos.
Every man for himself. Y'all got to listen. We gave more than enough.
We did, to the point where you can apply it to your own life, like easy step by step, very general, just things you do. Even if you don't believe in that stuff, it's no different than, you know, cleaning your house or cleansing your space. Like, it's just as simple as that. It's just a habit. It's just practice. That's all it is.
Well, it's not for, like you said, it's not for everybody.
Right.
But also, like you said,
it ain't for the weak.
I mean, definitely for the weak. I mean, stay where you at. I ain't trying to convert nobody. I ain't a Christian.
Yeah, man, that's what it is. And, you know, the content is still up there. You never know. Maybe we'll, you know, do some personal things about it, because don't get it twisted, we still be doing it. But as far as putting it on the public platforms, those ships have sailed.
Yeah,
so,
it was too many people who were imitating us and stealing from people. People were telling me that they gave their last, thinking it was us that they were trying. We don't do readings, so instead of trying to go against every single page that was popping up trying to be us and steal our shit and trick people into believing that they were talking to us, I would rather just shut it down.
Hey, shame on you. Shame.
Oh no, they got what's coming to them. You don't play with The Chosen.
Moving on to our segment called Auntie Advice. So a few people sent us some questions that they wanted us to answer, and we chose just a few of them. And if you do have any questions, make sure you DM us. I will have all the information linked in all of our description and audio files or whatever. Any questions you have, we are here to give our opinion only, not facts, unless we actually Google it and then we're blaming on Google. But so I'm just going to read a few that were chosen. Someone wants to know, do you think that a relationship can last between a lesbian and a girl who's never dated women before?
I do think that's possible.
I do too.
I do think that's I think it's possible.
Yeah, I think clearly, even though the girl never dated women before, I mean, she's interested in you, so.
Right. And also, there aren't just straight women who come into women. There are, you know, pan women and bisexual women who find the one. And sometimes the one just happens to be someone who identifies as a woman. And I do think it is possible to find the love of your life.
Especially if they check all your boxes.
Literally.
Come on, box. Okay, so someone else DM'd us and they said, aunties, or actually this is for you, not for me, would you be open to having sex with a mask?
What? I'm married. What? I'm not open to having sex with no one.
Well, are you open to one of the sugar mamas being a mask? Or are the sugar mamas, do they have to be feminine? Are you only attracted to feminine women?
No, I'm not only attracted to feminine women. I'm an artist. Okay, Auntie is an artist. I don't believe in, for myself, boxes. I don't believe in boxes. I believe in a person. Now, if that person identifies as a woman, then that raises your chances of me being attracted to you. How you identify as a woman has nothing to do with me.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm an intellectual. Oh. For one, if you can make me think or you can put me on to some new things, you've got my attention. If you identify as femme or masc or androgynous or non-binary or it doesn't matter.
Right, as long as they do independent.
Sometimes I'm free. I'm free. I don't hold myself in a box.
Yeah. You definitely don't. That's true.
I don't believe in that. If you strong enough and you mask enough to pull out the femme in me, you got it. If you're not, you're gonna get this 6 foot stud dom vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah. You feel me?
I feel you. I like that. Interesting. Look at you.
But nobody's you, so I'm not looking or thinking or pondering.
Toot toot beep beep.
I think that's it.
I think that is it. That's the end of this episode. We got some other things we
I've been drinking,
about.
y'all. It's been.
You been drinking watermelon?
Not quite. I like dirty martinis.
You do. They're so nasty, so rude.
Okay.
Very salty.
Please keep your judgment to yourself. I don't like sugary drinks.
I don't
that's
either.
what you drink.
I don't either.
You're literally drinking Prosecco.
It's a mix. I like sweet, bitter. Put it together in between. That's me, baby.
Nothing sweet and alcoholic better touch my mouth. Anywho, thank y'all so much for joining us again on this episode. And until next time, send your questions to our DM, The Muses Family on IG, if you can't find us.
Right. Or The Muses Unsuppressed on IG as well.
Or YouTube, The Muses, or Instagram. However, guys, if we find it and you make
we check it all.
For real. So shout out to everyone, and we love y'all. I love this podcast. It's the highlight of my week. Thank you.
You're welcome.